Dead Famous is a series telling amazing stories, celebrating the lives of the famous, the not so famous, and the downright infamous. With their final resting places in Metropolitan Memorial Parks, these people represent what it is to be an Australian.
It was one of the great moments in Australian sporting history. A triumph masterminded by a man who had almost no formal education, but a genius for yacht design.
So who was Ben Lexcen? He was the Leonardo da Vinci of this country. He came from a different world. He had this incredible lateral thinking. He was curious to the level of just amazing.
Ben Lexcen's original name was Bob Miller. He changed it when he had a falling out with a business partner and to preserve intellectual property.
And Ben was the name of his dog, and Lexcen was the name of his de facto wife. And that was typical of Benny.
A lack of formal education was no impediment when it came to yacht design. It was an advantage. Ben Lexcen threw away the rule book and convention. He radically designed an 18-foot skiff, which won a world title.
He was always fiddling, and he was always out there.
Lexcen's design reputation came to the attention of West Australian billionaire Alan Bond, who had some very big plans and ambitions.
Alan and Benny hooked up, and not long after that, then Alan challenged for the America's Cup and anointed Ben as the designer to make that happen. Well, I met Ben during the 1972 Olympic Games, and he asked me to join him as an assistant designer.
What followed was a series of unsuccessful challenges for the America's Cup, but each Ben Lexcen designed boat was faster than its predecessor.
Working with him was a nightmare because there's no project management type timeline in his head.
By 1983, Lexcen had come up with an America's Cup boat design that was truly special.
The Australia Tour was totally radical, no question. And that was typical of Benny.
Ben Lexcen's most radical design feature was Australia 2's winged keel. It gave it manoeuvrability, but its greatest asset, it spooked the Americans.
So we had the audacity to keep the keel covered, and that started to drive the Americans nuts. The psychology of making the right decisions at the right time under the pressure of the America's Cup, when they didn't know what they were racing against, became a big issue for the Americans. I observed them started to make mistakes normally that they wouldn't make.
Australia 2 wins the right to challenge for the America's Cup, but they are down 1-3 in the best of 7. They fight back to level the series. It's down to an all-or-nothing final race.
The pressure was huge. I think the lead changed 4 or 5 times over 4.5 hours. When we crossed the finishing line, and it was 41 seconds, Grant Simmer, our tactical navigator, the youngest tactical navigator ever to sail in the America's Cup, he turned around and he says, 41 seconds, John, between a hero and a bum.
The question is, without Ben Lexcen, could we have won the America's Cup?
There's no question we could not have won the America's Cup without Ben Lexcen. We needed that left field thoughts. And it was not just the wing keel, it was everything. The mast, the aerodynamic reduction of drag, the whole thing was just a beautiful package to get us into the game. Just before he died, he was working on new skateboard designs for kids going around corners. I'm told that system was launched by Mercedes-Benz many years later. That was Ben.